Lord from the evil that is inside of us and the evil that is outside. And we are starting in mentioning His name, saying it in His name of the most compassionate and the most merciful. Because in this names of Rahman and Rahim, it is contained all of His other names. You love something, you give it so many names. How are you, my honey, my darling, my sweetheart, my baby? Every day different name. Correct? We love our Lord. And our Lord has revealed Himself in so many names. And the most beautiful characteristics, the most beautiful names belong to Him. But He's a generous Lord. One, our Creator. Your Creator, my Creator. The whites, the blacks, Jews, Muslims, Christians, believers and unbelievers. One Creator. We can call Him in different names. When you decide to own something and say this is only mine, that is when the problem comes. Because nothing in reality belongs to you. Your life belongs to you. You gave yourself life. I'm free. Then be free not to breathe. I'm free. Be free not to die. We are prisoner between two breaths. If I tell you this did not have a creator, this just became like this by chance, by mistake. Billions of years passing, so many things happening, suddenly this became this, or this. This is, everyone carries this, correct? There is no one who made this. If I say it to you, no one. It's by coincidence, it just happens. You're going to say you're a crazy person, or you're a very foolish one. What about the one who makes this? The man. That in his physical properties, although he is weak compared to the animal world, the miracle and the beauty and the blessing and the sophistication of one eye, not two, we can never replicate. The design from the greatest designer, the one who is saying, I'm the most generous, and what I have in reality it is for you. Everything is for you. This world I've created for you. But this is not your home. Because you belong to me. And this is our journey. You're going to move from place to place, place to place, place to place. This is our reality. Whether physically or spiritually, we have to move. We have to change. But the journey does not end. It never ends. We had a beginning before this life. We had a life before this life. And we had a life before that life too. Say, life begins in the mother's womb. We had a life before that. And we have a life after. And it is that life, that real life, that this life is nothing but a shadow from that life. That is where we came from and where we are returning. Because the journey, it is not a straight line. It is cyclical. It is not cyclical. It is like a vortex. It's going up. Right? Everyone getting very excited now. It's saying the universe is expanding in how many thousand miles? 60,000 miles per minute? Doesn't matter. Whatever numbers that you put in there is expanding. This universe, how many billions of universes? But everything is moving top speed. Where? We are also moving. Where are we moving to? You think everything that has been created in perfection is just becoming like that? So we are moving. And the journey is a very long journey. And the journey is going to continue. And the journey is never going to end. Because our Lord has no beginning and no ending. It is like the child who is holding a candle, and there was a fire to the candle. And this man is saying, where is the fire coming from? Child looks at him. In reality, that one is a saint. Smiles. He blows out the candle. I said, where is it going to? Where are we going to in this huge journey? It is a journey that our Lord has sent 124,000 prophets, that He's saying to every group, every nation in this world, nations that we know, nations that we don't know, nations that are still yet to know. He has sent a messenger, and every messenger is bringing the same one message, not two, one message. You have a creator who created you. And we're here to go back to Him, to go back to our home. 124,000 prophets, they came, and they left their successors, some following the straight way, some taking a detour, some making a deviation. But look to see. Every different tradition, we may say, every different faith tradition, you will see that there are some very strong values and fundamental truths that you cannot deny. Because when we look at the Spirit, you cannot deny it. The Spirit is not according to dogma. It cannot be. You have to believe. You have to accept. No one is there to force you. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, there is no compulsion in religion to your understanding. But what will make a man to understand, it is not something from outside. If he himself does not have that answer, how he can agree to something that is given to him? In our way, there is no original sin. There is original innocence. Everyone is innocent in their originality. And that originality, whether it's that child or that originality that comes from a man who is old, that originality is still there in him. And because of that, he will find affinity and love to others who may be completely different from him in every way. Because now he's understanding not the humanity, he's understanding the spirituality. Something there that is not from this physical world, something there that binds. Because every prophet, the prophets did not come to bring religions. They come to make us to understand that we are humans, that we are not animals, in the most terrible way, because there are so many characteristics of the animals that if you take them, you'll become holy people. I think Sufism is the only religion that says if you the 12 characteristics of the dog, if you have the 12 characteristics of the dog, you are having the same characteristics as the prophets and the saints, that the prophets and the saints, they have to have these characteristics of the dog. Not from that, because the animals are also divinely inspired. You think that they're acting from their selfishness, from their ego. They're divinely inspired. And they are not without any law. No animal is without any law. Especially not animals in the wild. Everything is very clearly demarcated. They know. This is where the wolves, they rule. This is where the monkeys, they rule. They don't come together. When they do, there's going to be trouble. When we recognize this, when we look inside, when we try to think and reflect more, our own humanity, not our dogma, our own original innocence that we share with others, that time we have the title of being human. It is very far away from the title of being great or holy or good, just being human. Person is saying, well, I'm a good human being. I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't do all these. That earns us the right to live on this planet. Only. It doesn't make us great. Now look, this planet that we have, we've done because of the, not humanity, the barbarism. In this century of selfishness and the ego, we've done more damage to this planet in these, say, 100 years. More than all these thousands of years that civilizations have existed on this planet. Why is that? When man thinks, I am the center of everything. When we are being taught, it's me. When we are being taught, satisfy your ego, because any desire that you have, any wants that you want from this world, anything that yourself says, it must be fulfilled. And when everything around you is promoting that, and you don't have the voices of the prophets and the saints and those ones saying, pull back and look to see at your intentions. We started off speaking about that, no? Listen. Listen to yourself. Don't speak, listen. Consider. Think. Are you sure? Why? Like they say in Tasawwuf, in spirituality, it is forbidden for us to ask why. Why is that? Why is it forbidden for us to? Because that is easy way out, lazy way. So many, they don't want to know the reason. They're asking why so that they can argue with you. Why is that? And why is that? And why is that? In our tradition, you can ask why only to yourself. So sit and think. Then that time will become something like a human. We will learn to live, not only to take care of ourselves and our nations and our religion, but to take care of everything that we see, that we touch, that we feel. We start becoming that which Allah has created us for, to be His representative. To say, everything is a trust to me. and I have to take care of it. He's not going to put himself forward so much, or his family, or his tribe, or his nation. No. He's going to say they are the same. Are these not humans? Are these not living creatures that Allah has? The Prophet ﷺ is forbidding us. He says, don't even burn the ants. It is forbidden for us to use fire as a weapon. Forbidden. So now, we need to ask ourselves, in this holy month of Rajab, which is the month of Allah, half a month have passed. If this is the month of planting the seeds of faith, what we are planting in this month? What kind of seeds? And what kind of harvest do we want to get in the month of Ramadan? Yeah, if you ask me, I'm asking for more forgiveness, and I'm asking to have more understanding of myself. What is it that I'm doing? And we have a little list of things that we are doing that needs to be better. For our faith to increase, for us to be able to carry that title of mankind.